What's up, peoples? Need y'all help today. I'm trying to find my young boy out of Greensboro, North Carolina. His name is Angel Reese. He about 30 years old now. He about 30, 31 years old now, right? I'm trying to find him, but I'm gonna tell you how I met him. How I met him was a real funny way how I met Angel Reese. So, I know that I'm a truck driver, right? Angel Reese is a truck driver too. And it was about 6 years, I believe it was like 6 years ago. About 6 years ago. Maybe six, maybe 6 years ago, something close to that, right? Anyway, now you know I'm a truck driver. He's a truck driver. So anyway, I'm driving on I-95, right? I'm driving on I-95. I'm getting onto the highway on I-95, and somebody is going real slow. It's like a merging lane, and I go up now. I had to check my mirrors. I checked my mirrors to see if I was cool, and I seen like a truck way down the road, but it was one of them quick checks. I didn't realize how fast the truck was going. Now, mind you, we on I-95. We like by the New Jersey, close to like the New Jersey. Yeah, we on the New Jersey side, but we headed to like the Delaware side. Because we end up by like exit 2 on like 295 and 95 right there. We first right before you cross the bridge to go into Delaware, right? So anyway, right, I merged in the lane negligently. I was negligent when I merged into the lane. And he's coming, he's flying, he probably doing that. I didn't know he was going that fast. He probably doing like 80, 90. He flying in his truck, in his tractor, right? So when I see how fast he going, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, let me apologize because I know he about to pull over. I know he about to pull because as fast as he's going, I know he going past me and he going to be talking shit when he get close to me, right? So I'm like, man, let me just apologize before, because I knew I was in the wrong. So anyway, he pulls up alongside of me, and I'm apologetic. I'm like, damn, boy, my bad. I didn't see you. Da, 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 da. But this motherfucker, he going on and on and on and on. He like throw me the middle finger, but then he do this. So once he did that, I was like, what? Like, he don't mark me, right? So I tell him, nigga, pull the fuck over. Like, we can rumble, pull the fuck over. Right? So boom. He pulls over, we pull over, we end up at that like the Sunoco. If you're a trucker, then you know the Sunoco like exit 2 off of 295 and off of 95, you got the Sunoco, the Flying J and all of that right there. Anyway, we end up at the Sunoco, right? So, I'm hot because I'm mad I followed them. You know what I mean? So, but mind you, when I seen the nigga, I'm like, ah shit. A little wild nigga, got his shirt off in the truck. He doing all of this. I'm like, man, fuck it. My pride was in the way. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna go rumble this nigga. I don't care if he got a gun or whatever he got. We gonna find out what he got today, right? So boom, I follow him. Now he's in front of me, so he pulls over at the fuel island. I pull at the fuel aisle. I pull behind him, right? So boom, I hop out the truck fast. I was like, when it's time to go, I want to go. I jump out the truck fast. So boom, I jump out the truck. I'm going to his truck. I'm, rushing to his truck. He get out the truck. And mind, this motherfucker get out the truck. This boy every bit of 6'3", 6'4", right? He got his shirt off. He get out the truck like a lion about to eat his next meal, right? He get out the truck like he's stretching. Like he about to just be some easy rumble for him real quick, right? So I'm like, oh shit, I see. Got his shirt off, like I said, damn, this nigga kind of muscular. I'm old head about this time. I'm about 39, 40 years old. I'm like, man, fuck this shit, right? So I see him, standing on his truck. I'm like, I got to get out on his ass fast. So I just run up, start rushing. I don't give him no time to get off the truck, right? He jump off the truck. We in the mix, because as soon as he jump off the truck, I'm in it. We rumbling, right? He think he gonna manhunt on me, because I tell you, he big as shit, right? So he tried to slam me. Boom. It don't work. We wrestling. So somehow we wrestling. I end up throwing him on the ground. Boom. As soon as I throw him on the ground, I throw him in the dope feed, in the chokehold. Boom. So I got him like this on the ground. I got my legs, trying to wrap my legs around his waist, and I'm trying to choke him, right? So he go to bite me. So I tell him, like, yo, don't fucking bite me. Like, better not fucking bite me, right? He like, well, let me up. So boom, I let him up. Now, mind you, in my mind, I want to fight already, nigga. We got it on. I had to let you up in order for us to keep fighting. So I'm done. I'm tired. I wasn't in the best shape. I'm tired. I'm out of breath. So boom, he like, mind you, this nigga about 6'3", 6'4". So he like, no, let's go again. And another thing was, in the mix of us rumbling, people started coming outside and pulling out the cameras and shit. So I'm like, man, come on. You know what I mean? It's time to roll, right? So he like, no. He like, we gotta go again. I'm like, no, because I got out on him a little bit. He was mad about that, but that's my youngest. So anyway, let me tell you, right? So he like, no, we gotta go again. So I'm like, yo, that's it. I ain't got no more in me. That's it. He like, nah, we going again. So I pull out my knife. He pull out his knife. So I tell him straight up and down. I said, well, one of us is going to the hospital. One of us going to the morgue. I ain't going to the morgue. No, I didn't say one of us going to the hospital. One of us going to the morgue. I said one of us going to jail. One of us going to the morgue. And I said, I ain't going to the morgue. I'm telling you that right now, right? So we sitting there looking at each other. We both got our knives out, right? So he like, fuck that. He go get in his truck. I go get in my truck, right? So boom, he pull off through the fuel aisle, go park up. So I'm sitting in my truck, I'm getting my breath together. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was out of breath like a mug. I'm sitting up there trying to get my breath together, breathing and shit, sitting there. And I'm like, I said, damn. I pull up to him, drive the truck up to him, pull up to him. He's sitting in the truck, he's still flaming. I can see it, I know he hot. He hot to death, right? He like, let this nigga, you know what I mean? He hot right now. So I blow the horn, whoop, right? He look at me, he like, what's up? Like, you want to go again? I'm like, no, calm down, youngin. I keep that sticky icky with me. I keep that sticky icky with me, right? So I tell him like, nah, man, like, so we trying to smoke, right? So he like, yeah, like he mad as shit. He like, yeah. So I'm like, come on over here, man. Hop in the truck. So he come jump in the truck with me and shit, right? So he get in the truck, right? So he like, where you from, OG? I'm like, I'm from Philly, but I'm originally from Southside Jamaica, Queens. So he like, damn, that's crazy. Like all my old heads is from Southside Jamaica, Queens and stuff. He was running with I want to say Rev Run and his squad from Queens had a trucker company or whatever, and he was running for them or underneath them or whatever. But he was like, damn, OG, I can't front. Like, you held that shit down, right? And I told him, I'm like, damn, young. I said, how old is you? And at the time, he was 26. And I was like 40. I was either 39 or I was 40. I had him by like 15 years. And I was like, yeah, young. And I told him, yeah, I held it down. I said, but I ain't have another round in me. I ain't gonna lie. You'd have probably fucked me up. He would have fucked me up. Definitely would have fucked me up if we would have fought another round. So that shit wasn't going down like that, right? He was like, yeah, I was gonna whoop your ass the second round. I was like, I already know, I seen it all in your face, right? So anyway, we sit in the truck and we end up busting it up and we end up exchanging numbers and we end up keeping in contact for a while. And I know that he was going through a few changes and things of that nature, and then we lost contact. And then, I might have lost my phone or something. I don't have his phone number no more. But if anybody knows that boy, his name is Angel Reese out of Greensboro, North Carolina. He's a big young boy. Like I said, he's probably about 30, 31 now. I know he do a lot of bouncing in the clubs out there because he wanted me to come to the clubs out there, come hang out with him. And I know he's part of a motorcycle club out there. I don't remember which one. But if anybody know that boy, Angel Reese, man, please pass this video on to him. Tell him to call me. Tell him I miss him. Tell him I would love to see him again because I am headed down to the South in a few weeks. I'll be headed back down South. So if anybody know that boy, man, just please do me a favor. Pass him on this message. He going to get a kick out of this shit, man. But that's another lesson of how, like, just because you might have started off as enemies, it don't mean that you have to stay enemies, man. And like I said, if anybody know that boy, pass him my number, please. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Peace.